Want to listen to next week's episode of Critical Hit a week early? Want access to original art, character sheets, and a look at what's coming next on Critical Hit? Then head over to patreon.com/Major Spoilers today and become a $5 per month or higher member. Your small monthly contribution not only gets you access to Critical Hit episodes commercial-free, your monthly support keeps this show going strong. So, take a moment right now and check out what we have to offer by going to patreon.com/Major Spoilers. We have free stuff on our Patreon page as well, like Matthew's monthly Why Do You Hate Me feature, as well as opportunities for you to pick comics that we review on our other podcasts. If you're already a patron, I want to thank you so much for your support. And for those of you who have not become patrons, I hope we see you soon at patreon.com/Major Spoilers. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out once again this week. Oh, something big happened last time.
On Critical Hit!
On Critical Hit!
Randus called up a god and had a chitty chat.
Randus obscene phone called the embodiment of justice. No, wait, what is the embodiment of? Learning?
Yes.
The embodiment of learning. And said, "Excuse me, ma'am, have you heard the good news about Amway?"
Yes. So, Rodrigo, we got some things to do.
Yeah, what are you guys going to do?
Well, I think Randus has a job of making some not killing us potions.
Uh-huh.
Not killing us from poison yet. Yes. But I don't think we figured out how many we want to make. Either it's 5 or 10. If we do 5, it'll only take 5 hours to make. If we do 10, it'll take us 10 hours to make.
Yes.
This is the thing. I mean, we have repeatedly said that we want to be cagey about how long it takes us to get places. And I think that we have already gotten some attention for being someplace really, really, really fast. Is it that big a deal if we were to take the 10 hours, get the 10 potions, and then make like we had to travel the astral sea like a totally normal guy in his astral yatchet?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
I mean...
how long do these potions last, by the way?
Expiration date is 2022, so... about the...
I mean, I think it's like an encounter.
Until the end of the encounter, yeah.
So what is this potion? Let our listeners know what potion we're making.
Okay, the one we are looking at is Potion of Resistance, specifically the level 14 version, because we can't quite swing level 24. So basically, as a minor action, you drink the potion and spend a healing surge. You do not gain hit points as normal, instead gain resist 10 to a damage specified until the end of the encounter.
And is that specified in the encounter or when it's created?
When it's created.
So we would be making specifically poisons.
Poison resistance, yes.
So I found another potion.
Uh-huh.
It's called a spider potion.
Ooh.
It's level 20. Power consumable, minor action. Drink this potion and spend a healing surge. You do not gain hit points as normal. Instead, gain 20 temporary hit points and resist 10 poison until the end of the encounter.
Ooh.
It's 5,000 gold.
So we can make probably significantly less, but that's a pretty potent ability there.
So, here's a question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would Bonnie or one of her minions be able to brew potion?
Who?
Can we outsource some of this?
So, Zar, Z-A-R, is her surname. And then Din, D-I-N, dash, Bonnie, B-A-N-I.
Okay. Thank you. But yeah, would she have someone who would know brew potion since, her area is about making...
She might.
And be capable of doing level 14 potions.
I mean, level 14 is not too much to ask.
Yeah.
Well, the one Rodrigo's suggesting is a level 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, level 14 would probably be not a crazy ask.
Because it also frees up Randus to go inspect the mysterious buildings with us.
Well, I didn't say they were mysterious. I said they were abandoned, but they might be worth checking out.
This is how we end up rolling on the random encounters table. You
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is how
I
we
mean,
end up fighting.
I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of random encounters, but I can see how they would come in handy. Because once the players have built up such expectations,
I mean,
have
I
to
don't
be
expect to
attacked by-
find the secret lair of the,
No, it's
the villain
actually-
twisting their mustache or
That's where
horns
he
or whatever.
lives.
Just a pack of astral spite wolves.
Yes. It's where all the extra spiders ran off to.
Why are you giving him ideas? He can hear us. You know he's evil.
I mean, it's not the first time you guys have run into spite wolves.
Yes.
All right. So, what are we doing?
I say let's ask and see. We can outsource. We got
All
this. These resources, I suppose, wouldn't hurt to use them when we have the opportunity.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going. Where does this person hang out, Rodrigo?
they hang out at the armory.
Ah. Which is the same building as Pistonella's shop, is it not?
It is.
Hey, I listen. I get a gold star.
You get a gold star.
Then I lose it for gloating.
It begins to heat up. Yep, you guys go to... Do you all go to the forge?
Sure, might as well.
Sure.
Yes. We're just going to do 5-person badass power walk everywhere from now on.
Okay.
Walk in a circle so we watch all of our backs.
Right. And everywhere we go, there'll be an explosion behind us.
And doves.
Yep. Doves in front of you, explosion behind.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with Little Sparkle.
A Robert Rodriguez movie.
El Sicariachi.
Yeah. So you guys go to the forge, and Dinbani is there, trying to hammer some pikes into shape.
Hey, Czar. I was wondering if we could perhaps ask you a favor here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we were wondering if perhaps you or someone in your crew could help us make some potions of resistance. Poison resistance, specifically.
Yeah, I can brew you some potions.
Okay. Yeah, that'd probably be good. We definitely had a bit of a unfortunate run-in with some poison wielders and going to the Toad's Boardwalk, so we figure better try to better arm ourselves for such circumstances.
That sounds smart. How many do you need?
How many are you thinking, guys? 10? Yeah, if 10 would be possible.
Well, I can probably do 5 tonight,
All right.
and then maybe 5 more tomorrow.
Okay.
I still have a lot of other things that I need to do as well.
Yeah, fair enough. I could probably also pitch in some of that, but I think we're going to check things out further here on the island, so I might come help out later tonight and probably in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, just if you want to just leave the components over there on the work table, I'll get to it here in a second.
All right. And I will leave the 80, subtracting from the material components total that I got.
Okay.
So we're at 410,000 material components.
We should work on that belt sometime.
The dragon spirit.
Yeah, the belt of being scary in a way that I'm very scary.
That
as
may be
opposed to the way
something
that
I
I'm
could
not scary.
work on here too. At some point, maybe after we see what we see in these old buildings.
All right. So you guys head out of the campus.
Caw, caw, caw.
Sure.
I don't know how doves go, so
We said doves in front, explosions in back, not exploding doves.
The
At least the
doves went
bunnies are on
first,
fire.
then an explosion. What do you want from me? I'm a Foley artist, not a madman.
All right.
Okay.
So, where are you going first?
Were there multiple abandoned buildings?
There was a group of buildings, and then there was one over by a pond, like an old shack.
Which is largest?
Probably a group of buildings.
Mm-hmm.
We should go there first.
All right. So you walk and walk and walk, and eventually get to what looks like if you think about like an old West type building, like maybe like a little saloon or restaurant on the bottom, and then maybe some like living quarters above, and then across from it, a smaller building, maybe a store of some kind, and then maybe two probably residential, basically just, mid-sized houses on either side of each. They look fairly dilapidated and like no one's lived there in a long time.
Are they
scout
in
around.
disrepair or?
Are they? Yes, they are in severe disrepair.
Yeah, start poking around a little bit here and there.
Okay.
I will help search.
All right. You guys find a lot of spiders.
Oh, boy.
Mm.
How big are these
giant
spiders?
kind or
Oh, yeah.
yeah. These things are
So,
the worst.
Yeah. So we'll say everybody lose 2 healing surges.
I hate these spiders.
And
But
we'll
I
just
like my healing surges.
we'll just do a clock wipe to you guys just being like pulling like snake fangs out of your skin and
Covered in ichor and...
yeah, pretty much.
So,
And webs.
Spider gunk everywhere.
are these like the same spiders what were on the ship, or?
Yep.
Oh, gosh darn it!
Oh, and they've hidden.
Spread.
Well,
We should figure out how to get rid of these things.
yes,
Yeah.
that'd be
Really,
great.
really get rid of them. Like, I
We
don't know,
have
some kind
the
of
option
magical pesticide.
Burning down the building. I mean,
Yeah, no, but like we need to like mystically eradicate them. This is a problem.
Well, we still have one more place to check out.
are we sure that we've
Great.
eliminated all the astral spiders from these areas?
No,
No.
they just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, she has a
So we
point.
probably just let Sarsa know, and they can periodically sweep the place
Yeah, fair.
until someone figures out how to permanently get rid of them. Look at Randus.
I'm trying.
Not accusingly, just,
Hinting
you're the
broadly.
only one. You're the one who figures things out.
Yes.
All right. So what do you guys do next?
Suppose we should check out the other building for more spiders.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys walk and walk and walk and eventually get to a big pond.
Full of spiders.
Yes, they're skimming on top.
Spider watering
Skimming
hole.
on top of more spiders.
Yep. It's just a hole that leads down to the spider dimension.
Spiders all the way down.
Yep.
The elemental plane of spiders.
So it's a pond. There are no visible spiders. And then past the pond has a little dock. And then past the pond is a cabin. It's not huge, but easily like 4 people could probably live there comfortably.
Mm.
also appears to be in some disrepair.
Well, check the cabin for spiders.
Okay. Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
Oh, for God's sake. What's the
Is
bad
it-
news?
Are both of them just that you find spiders?
Is it we're down a couple more healing surges, but there's no more spiders in the cabin?
No. That
Is
would
it that there
be-
was a big cake waiting for us and a surprise party, and we all had fun?
Yeah. But
Hey!
those are the good news. The bad
The
news
cake
is
is
guess
full of
what the
spiders.
cake is. That's exactly.
Dang it! Darn it! Spider jumps out of the cake wearing pasties and tassels. No. You're a terrible person, Rodrigo. How can you make these things up?
Why are you giving him ideas now, Matthew?
Because I'm tired of fighting spiders.
So anyway, the good news is that you don't find any big spiders.
Yay!
The bad news is that you find a lot of little spiders.
Oh, stompy, stompy.
By little, I
little.
mean like, like
Size of a cat.
yeah,
Sized. Gross.
yeah, like literally D&D tiny, which is actually pretty large for a spider.
Yeah.
Really large for a spider. Unless you're in Australia.
Kill them all.
If you're listening from Australia, how are you?
All right, you guys clear the house of spiders.
Yeah, and then we're going to bring back some dead spiders and set someone's job to make sure to study these things to figure out how to make more of them dead faster.
That didn't turn out so well last time.
Yeah, well, this one is dead, as opposed to last time when we were trying to give you a live one.
Uh-huh.
So I guess if it spontaneously comes back from the dead, we've also learned something.
What's that?
That we're never going to get rid of these spiders no matter what we do?
Yes. Never, ever, 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 ever.
Okay.
You know, I believe if we have to fight spiders forever, at least we know that the spiders are eternal.
I am just so happy that no one from the coil is here. They would weaponize these things. I mean, I guess the drow already have, but man,
Yeah.
would they be so excited about these things.
The drow and the coil working together. Mechanized weapon spiders with lasers for eyes.
Were there that many drow on the southern continent? Were there any drow
There
on
are
the
no
southern
drow on the southern continent, as far as I know. I'd never even seen them before we got here.
Oh, okay.
Well, if there are no secret hidden trap doors and there's nothing but dead spiders around, Rodrigo, I suppose we should go back to town. Or back to the
Okay.
encampment.
Yep.
Only
There
secret
doesn't
hidden
seem to
door
be
spiders.
anything really out of the ordinary other than a dilapidated house and a pretty nice pond. So you guys head back to town.
I suppose.
Yeah.
What do they feed off of? It's very frustrating.
Ambient magic.
More spiders.
I'm going to use nature and I'm going to see if I can identify what these dead spiders ate when they were alive.
Okay.
I haven't done a nature check in like 3 seasons. So it's
That's
about
not
time.
true. Of course,
2
and you
seasons.
watch it.
Mother.
Well, they fed off of each other.
There
They're
you go.
inherently cannibalistic.
They feed the cats to the rats and the rats to the cats, and they have no
This whole
problem.
situation will just resolve itself actually relatively quickly.
We've
That
clearly
makes-
taken care of the spider infestation, and there won't be any more spiders.
Yep. Those were
makes
the
no
last.
sense
The very
whatsoever.
last.
Can I also attempt a nature check?
Sure.
I bet you roll better than a 1.
I bet he doesn't.
Why do you say these things?
I want to see him botch too. Sakar and Ket agree that these spiders are fine.
Make sure yeah. Okay.
They eat big fluffy cheese sticks.
33.
Okay. And you're also looking for what they eat.
Yeah, what is sustaining them?
I mean, as far as you can tell, they eat normal spider stuff while they're normal spider size. They also seem able to like scavenge. So, they're not necessarily like always hunting down mice. If they come across a dead mouse or something, they can just eat that. But they grow so fast that I mean they grow faster than they're eating, so
it's not a matter of food source. It's
it's not that they have access to a lot of food and thus are growing really big. It's just this is just kind of their growth pattern or whatever, and they're definitely hungry and want to kill and eat things.
so we're looking more magical.
Yeah,
Great.
these spiders are certainly magic.
Do we know how small they start?
Super small.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, they start out like itty bitty, almost microscopic size.
Yeah, because they were like all over Randus in goo form, and he kept spreading them everywhere he went, hence him needing to be set on fire.
Speaking of which,
Do you need to be set on fire?
do we all?
Need to be set on fire?
We didn't get doused with eggs, so we should hopefully be okay.
Well, we got doused with the goop, though.
Are these things putting off any sort of magical energy?
Not other than being magical creatures. I will remind you that they do glow, and when you kill them, their goop glows as well.
Can we examine it as like a possible magical reagent?
Sure. It is a possible magical reagent.
Want to play with this and see if you can turn it into anything useful? Because if so, perhaps our infinite spider problem is an infinite spider
Solution?
not problem.
Resource.
That's the one we're looking for.
Infinite spider resource.
Could they be the source of the information leak?
Could they?
I figured everybody had come to that assumption by this point.
That's what you get for figuring things. Can't Lol see through the faces of spiders?
Can she?
Isn't
I don't know.
Spiders are part of the domain.
You guys can give me a religion check to see if anybody knows off the top of their head.
28.
Okay.
Nope.
Not Rob. Here's the
There, I bought
37.
for you, Matthew. God, that is nonsense, Brian.
That is just ridiculous.
Hey, I'm not the one that gave me the Ion Stone.
Everything.
Great.
I forgot you had the Ion Stone adding into all of that.
Oh
And
yeah, that's
my
half of
Epic Destiny,
his
but
yeah.
You do have epic density.
It's he put in his time being the worst at skills, and now he gets to be the best at skills.
He was the best of skills. He was the worst of skills.
Let's see. So Brian definitely, or Randus definitely remembers that Lolth can talk to people in dreams. That seems to be her thing. Her thing seems to be mostly like nightmares. So
I mean, infinitely growing giant spiders is a bit of a nightmare.
yeah. Ket is definitely convinced that the spiders are the source of the leak. At least for the remainder of this session.
We've got to do something about these spiders, guys.
I agree. They're disgusting and bitey.
Agreed. I don't know that they're the source of our intelligence issues, but...
I mean, have you found a better source?
No, but that doesn't mean that there isn't one. I wonder if it would be possible to somehow block whatever is causing them to grow.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what the magical analysis is we can, I don't know, do whatever rituals you need to do to see what's going on with them. It's
Potion of spider
not really
magic.
my area.
Glowy blocking.
No, this is definitely where the leak is coming from. We need to figure it out.
Let's at least let Sarza know that she needs to have regular patrols of even the abandoned areas to try and clean out the spider infestations.
Yeah, because it could get real bad.
Have you noticed it's really quiet on this side of the island?
Yeah, it's because their spiders are eating everything.
Oh my.
And also, the spiders go where no one is.
There's that.
So obviously the answer is to have nowhere where no one is, so the spiders have nowhere to go.
Or at least nowhere to grow.
Well, I think we are walking as we have these terribly, terribly ridiculous ongoing discussions.
Sure.
Okay. Talk!
Don't doves
Uh,
I don't know.
No, they cry.
Well, what does it sound like?
Nevermore.
That's the wrong bird.
And they don't say follow your nose. That's a toucan. Speaking of which, we should check in with our friend who's not a toucan.
He's a hornbill.
Yes.
Right. Which is,
Let's
They're
drop the
related to toucans.
let's drop the spiders off first.
Okay.
Where are you dropping them?
Yeah. He's already been traumatized
Daycare.
enough.
What? Do we care?
So who are we taking the spiders to? Or to whom are we taking the spiders?
Sarsa?
Probably.
Okay.
Or to Dinbani.
Kind of already tasked her
True.
with one project.
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely certain this is the same.
Yeah, you
area
guys
of
really
expertise for her.
don't have like a biologist.
No,
The closest thing we probably have is Orem and Randus.
a zoologist.
We should drop them off with Orem and Randus.
We'll send those two to the lab, wherever that happens to be at this point.
Okay.
And then we can report to Sarsa as to what we found.
Okay.
Right?
I
All right,
suppose.
sounds like a plan.
That is
So
a
Orm and
plan.
Orm and Randers are gonna go look into the spiders,
Yes.
Yes.
and everybody else is gonna go tell Sarsa that you guys just found a bunch of spiders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that the spiders are a spider problem.
All right. So we'll follow Sakar, Little Sparkle, and Cat as they go tell Sarsa. She is in her office.
We enter respectfully.
Okay. What happened to you?
Spiders.
Spiders!
Oh, yes, those are a problem.
So you're aware of the problem?
Yes, we've had a spider problem ever since you guys brought them back.
Ugh.
We investigated some of the abandoned areas and found major infestations. And if we have the manpower, it may be worth devoting some of it to actually patrolling and seeing how many can be killed.
Well, we don't have the manpower to patrol the entirety of the island. I was planning on sending a scout party sometime within the next few days to go check out those ruins. So I suppose I'm glad you all took care of that.
For now.
I mean, we don't have the manpower to devote somebody to be at constant spider watch. In fact, it's a lot easier for us if we just wait until they get big enough where we can actually stab them with a sword.
Reasonable.
Pretty certain
But if
these
you
things
have
are
any
sending
other
information away, though.
Oh yeah? How so?
Hazard believes that somehow Lulth is using the spiders to communicate or to follow us.
Well, I've heard crazier hypotheses. So if you think that it's something that's worth investigating, then by all means, and we will certainly have whatever resources we have at our disposal towards that. But as far as manpower, it's going to be kind of an issue to try to keep track of these because it doesn't take much for them to put an egg sac somewhere and then get a bunch of spiders out. For example, and she motions to one of basically the space where Sakar's cloak latches onto his armor, and there's like a glowing blue egg sac that is like rapidly growing under it.
I burn it.
Okay.
Literally just reach up and burn it in my hand. Can I do that? I think I can do that. I can be
You
on
can
fire.
You can definitely do it with your sword.
All right, that will work as well. I do have a flaming sword. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, it's brilliant. I have now burned an egg sack.
Okay.
And I
These things
make a
are
cursory check of
the
extremities
worst.
for additional egg sacs.
There are no further exacts. Just the one nature botch worth of exacts that you brought back into camp and have been walking around with.
Great.
It was still only a sack, right? It hadn't hatched.
As far as you could tell.
Great.
Well, if
So we may have infested all of camp.
Great.
Again.
Great. Great. All right, we'll be going. Thanks for your time.
Yep. Let me know what you decide to do. All right. So what do you guys do now?
Go to sleep.
Give
that
up
may
on the
actually
world.
be an option. Just give up.
Yeah. That's by now. Yep. It's definitely could be bedtime.
Call today a wash.
Take a serious shower.
Yeah.
Won't
They
that
can pump the astral sea in here, right?
deplete the preen oil from your feathers, though?
Go for a quick dip.
No, she's an aquatic bird.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which means it doesn't echo when she quacks. That's way cool.
So, well, before that, so we'll say that Randus and Oram are looking at the spiders, and from the lab that they've set up at the barracks, they see little Sparkle, Sakar, and Ket walk in. I'm guessing faces down. Christmas time is here playing in the background.
Hey, what's up?
They knew about the spiders.
Oh, well, that's good.
Sarza does not have the manpower to devote anyone to helping with the spider.
Oh, okay.
And we may have infested the entire camp.
Oh, no. Why would you do that?
Well, it was not intentional.
There was an egg sac on his epaulet.
Oh, gross.
We may want to check yourself and Warden Duthane for additional sacks.
Okay.
Okay.
What about that spider?
The spider that you've been looking at?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nasty magical spider. What exactly are you looking for?
Is
The
there
growth
anything
plan.
about its physiology that we could exploit to
Eradicate
these in troves? Like,
to eradicate them? No, unfortunately. They seem really good at this nonsense, and there's nothing about their biology or their magical nature that really makes it like you can like turn something off, other than normal things that might kill a spider like pesticide. The problem, of course, is that these spiders will rapidly outgrow the a good dosage of pesticide. So if you are spraying for a spider-sized spider, you'll probably kill all the spider-sized spiders, but not the ones that have already made it to, corgi size.
There's nothing that we can tell.
We need some industrial strength corgi spray.
Yep.
Or perhaps we need a creature that will eat the spiders. Say, a magical mongoose.
That said, there are actually plenty of potential uses for these spiders' physiology.
Oh?
Yep.
Well, I consult my notebook and see what kind of notes I've written down.
Well, they do grow very fast.
All right.
They do. They reproduce very fast, and also they glow, and they create a magical glow as well. So those are all things that you can exploit. So I'm gonna give you guys 1 spider point each
Okay.
that you can apply to learning a new ritual that you feel ties into this, or building a new magic item that you feel ties into this, or maybe we could go as far as like trading out a power if you really thought like, oh yeah, there's this artificer power or this wizard power that like I could mix in some spider guts with. But those seem a little bit less likely.
Can we make those spider potions out of spiders?
You could. If you spend your spider point on spider potions, I would give you probably 3 spider potions. And then, you can make them from here on out.
What would the spider potions do?
They give you like what did I say?
Do.
Like 10 resist 10 poison and like a bunch of temporary hit points.
Those spider potions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would be nice.
Yes.
Yep.
Seems useful when going to pay the god of poison a visit.
Resolve 2 issues at once.
So let's juice this spider.
Okay.
You squeeze
So
it.
yep. Randus can make 3 spider potions.
Okay.
So is that Randus and Orem each get a spider point, or all 5 of us each get a spider point?
Now, Random and Orem each get a spider point. So
Random
if Orem
and Oris.
wants to do something else with a spider point, he can. You don't have to decide now.
I'm not going to decide right
later.
now.
Yeah.
Consulting my
Save
notebook.
it for later.
So yeah, that's learning a new ritual, or making it a magic item, or possibly a power, but you'd have to trade out your regular powers.
Mm-hmm.
Or learning a new formula. But does Randus even have? Do you still have alchemical stuff, Brian, or did you trade that out? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
In that you could have learned a new alchemical formula as well, but you already spent your spider point.
Yeah.
That said, you can still spend regular resources to do that as, role play wise, the spider stuff,
Yeah, fair enough.
but you don't get it for free.
Okay.
Well, that was an interesting day.
A spidery day.
Let's discard these remains in a fiery way, and we'll go see how our potions are doing.
All right.
Scar, if you don't mind burning this thing.
Certainly. Sword burn. Caw, caw, caw.
All right, so you guys go back to the armory?
Yep.
Yep. Dimbani's got a big cauldron, and she's just brewing away.
Oh, okay.
She said 5 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. How long were we gone, Rodrigo?
You were gone probably from the moment that you left to now you guys being back, it probably has been almost 5 hours. So she's just working on the last potion.
Okay.
So the spider potions do not have the same capacity as the potions that Denbani is making.
Right. They're different.
Got it.
They're better.
They're better for poison. Although I guess she is making poison ones, so yes, they are in fact better.
They're just pricier.
Yep. Yeah, the good thing about the spider potions or potions is that you can actually get functionality out of them even if poison's not involved. Whereas a potion of resistance you really can't.
Really counting on running into a lot of poison here, so.
Well, you are going to go talk to the poison god.
Yep.
Yes. Is it time to do that, or are we still waiting?
Are you actually going to have her?
Oh, I'm talking to everybody else.
Are you actually going to have her make 5 more potions tomorrow?
I don't know if we need it if we got the spider potions now.
Exactly. That gives us some backup. We have 5 of those and 3 of the good ones. And
Could we have her make them even if we leave?
Yeah.
You could, but then you wouldn't have them for Poison Adventure.
Right.
Yeah, but it might be good just have it in the back pocket because in case we need them for later.
Okay.
What
Yep.
if?
You can set her to make them.
If we were to wait 5 hours for her to leave, at what time would we be exiting the island?
She's probably gonna come back like after getting about 8 hours of rest. So presumably you guys could sleep a minimum of 6 hours and be on your way.
Okay.
If you could sleep 8 hours,
Get our-
well, I mean, you would get like 6 hours is enough for you guys to get all of your stuff back and hit
Okay.
points and healing searches and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, the minimum is 6 hours and on your way. If you wait for her, you would have to wait 13
11
hours.
Oof. And what time is it now?
Right now, it's probably like 9 p.m. ish.
So 13 hours from now would be 1 p.m. tomorrow. No,
Yep.
10 a.m. tomorrow. Math is hard.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. That seems like a better, reasonable time.
Okay. I guess we'll go to bed.
All right.
Everybody will go to bed and reset our stuffs.
Yeah.
We go to nap. Which is good
Okay.
because we probably used up like 15 healing surges fighting friggin' spiders.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. All right, you guys go to bed. Night goes by uneventfully.
Hooray.
Except for the spiders.
No spiders so far.
Why do you have to say it like that?
I'm sorry. I'll say it in a different way. No spiders so far.
Damn it.
All right. So what do you guys do?
Kill time until the post ready and leave.
I could.
Well, we needed to speak with Barrett before I left. So the next 3 gods we are going to go do is Gamma, Oradon, and then Thene, right?
Yep.
That's what we had
That-
decided.
That is the tentative plan. Obviously, it could change if something happens in Gamma's area.
I'm going to
All
go
right.
speak with Barrett.
Okay. You go over. Barrett is looking through a tome and sipping some tea.
Hey.
Oh, hello, Kat.
Brought-
Would you like some tea?
Yes, please.
She motions for one of her assistants who pours you a cup.
Thank you. I'll sit down and take a sip. So
It's pretty bitter.
Just like Kit.
yes, yes. So we're gonna go after Gamma, or we're going to the Toads Boardwalk today.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I'd have a bit of a list of what we were thinking for the next. The next 2 gods we want to look into is Ulradon and Thene.
Okay.
Ulradon, because we have the opportunity for him to make a sword. And
Right.
Randus accidentally contacted Thene last night.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, apparently he found a magical frequency that she monitors
Okay.
and spoke with her. So we're going to be trying to meet up with her in a couple of days.
All right.
Assuming- Yeah.
You are
Uh,
all full of surprises.
Yeah, I wasn't even expecting that one. And then we may obtain Rafaga's head while at the Toads Boardwalk.
Oh. So you want to go to the Burning Mountain after that then?
There's a distinct possibility of that. I'm hoping that, having her head is enough for her to at least side with us for now.
Right.
But, every bit of information is helpful, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Okay. I can get started looking into those.
And you were still willing to join us on the trip to Ulradon if needed, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, I will let you have your piece.
All right.
And
Well, yeah. Good luck.
thank you. You're two.
And she goes back to her book.
I will wander away.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I feel like I could probably take this time to make that cincture of dragon spirit that we are considering for Sakar,
Okay.
which is actually a fairly low
Yeah.
cost item. So, yeah, basically just let him use a strength mod instead of charisma for intimidation checks. It's only 1,800 gold. So I can kill an hour doing that.
Yep. All right.
We
Well,
wanna make
after
sure it's
an hour, Sakar has that thing.
It's got studs on it.
Yes.
Cool belt like you get at the Hot Topic.
Pretty much.
Excellent.
Black leather and studs, yes.
Yeah, it goes well with my green armor. And the black
goes with
lipstick.
everything.
Yeah, it's true.
At least everything black.
I say Sakar did have a belt before this, correct?
Sakar did have a belt. Does have a belt. Should Sakar offer the belt to one of his coworkers in the hopes that they might need such an item?
What is his belt?
Boots what explode, ring what goes boom, ring what goes crack on the head. Belt of Vigor. +2 item bonus to your healing surge value.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Mm-hmm. It's the kind of thing you
Oh, wait,
might
no, I
want
don't
if
have
you're-
belt of vigor. I have diamond cincture, which I prefer. So
Yeah. Does anyone
I-
need a waist slot item?
Do not have a waist slot item at all currently.
Ooh, well, there you go.
What level?
enjoy the hand-me-down.
12?
It is a level 12 item, yes.
Yay.
It's rainbow colored and it has a little hoop sticking out of it. Sakar will actually have to, have Randus actually remove the hooks which hold his swords from the belt of vigor and replace it
Attach them.
on the dragon cincture. Yeah, those are actually hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very special magical click. It's from a wizard named Velcro. But the belt of vigor, level 12, can be Ket's if the price is right.
Or you could just give it to him.
Yes.
Yeah, Ket got a belt. The price is 0.
Hey, Cat has a belt now.
That'll keep his pants up, which means fewer botches in combat.
Still won't help with my accuracy.
Well,
So, Matthew,
mhm.
it doesn't look like Sakar is trained in Intimidate, but that's
Okay.
something that next level you can
Mhm.
either change one of your trained slots, or you can take the skill training feat, right? Because you guys are going to level 22, which will give you a feat,
Right.
and get trained in stealth, which should give you a significant boost to that ability.
Wait. Trained in stealth?
Intimidate.
Intimidate,
Trained
I'm
in
sorry.
Intimidate. Okay.
That's what I meant.
I'm like, I thought you were saying this belt would do the thing, and then I would also have the other thing, and then I could do a thing and a thing. All right.
No. I'm sorry. I meant Intimidate.
That's cool. So the belt will give me the ability to use my strength, and if I retrain and make it a skill that is one of my trained skills.
Yeah, so right now, your looks like your
Intimidate is an 11.
Intimidate's an 11,
Mhm.
which is just your charisma modifier plus half your level.
Right.
Your strength modifier plus half your level is 18. So right now, that's just going to turn your bonus into an 18. If you
Turn my
get
11
trained,
to an
then that'll be 5 higher.
Ooh, that'll be big.
Yep.
Yeah,
That'll
I think
be
I'll
an
do that.
actual skill worth rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
What? It's true. The skill
That's
challenges are
sad.
hard.
Now I'm super sad. All right. I will keep that in mind. Remind me of that when we get there, because I will probably have slept since then.
I'll try to remember.
Okay. Rob,
Yo,
put it in your computer stat brain to remind me that at
that
level
you could intimidate
24,
with your. Oh,
I need to retrain and take a skill power or something.
you mean level 22?
Yeah, that. See, your numbers brain is already working for us.
So when we go to level up, remind you that you should pick up intimidate in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, I believe skill training was what you said. It's probably the easiest way to do it, or no?
That would be the easiest way because wardens get 3 trained skills.
Oh, yes.
Right.
So you would be losing out on perception, athletics, or heal.
And I don't want to lose out on any of those.
Yeah, not really. I mean, maybe heal
Heal.
because it's just not quite as strong as everything else. But
But I like having heal. It
yeah, no,
frightens
it is it is good, and actually, you might have a skill power tied to it. Now that I think of it, I'd have to look through it.
I think I may have more than one.
Yeah. Well, you'd only have 1 skill power, probably.
No, I have 17 skill powers. And
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
There's also Rob's favorite possibility for getting extra trained skills.
Multi-classing?
Multi-class feats.
I could multi-class to warlock, and I could be a warden warlock.
You could multi-class. That's
I could be a
something that we
warden
can talk
warlock
about.
warlord.
I mean, it definitely wouldn't be difficult for you to multi-class into another defender class. I would
Like
say
ninja?
easy. Like
Warlord or
definitely
fighter are probably
fighter.
the 2 easiest ones that he could do.
Yeah, it's something
see.
to look at.
And they're just strictly better than the skill training feats, what with getting a skill plus nonsense.
Yeah. All right. So what else do you guys do?
I'll see if I can take a look at some of those reports from Salath's agents to see if I can piece together at all what might be going down there that's causing them to report in at inconsistently.
Yeah, he shares the reports with you, and they just seem like unfocused, and they definitely, it's like they focus on, potentially people of interest there, although nothing that immediately says, aha, this is like very important to the mission. It's kind of boring spy work. Like,
sure, like this is a potential person we can turn.
Yes, basically it's like influence trees, but there's not a lot of information, and it just seems like, you've seen Salath's kids and they seem to be with it. So this, if you were just handed this report and you didn't know that maybe something weird was going on, you'd be like, why would someone like Salath hire this person who is just like
they're clearly a flake.
Yeah, dropping details, like not turning in stuff on time and things like that.
Okay, then.
When you hand them back to him, he's like, even if he's compromised, I don't give my agents a lot of information, so it should be all right. I'm in the process of getting someone else out there.
Good to know. Like you said, it could just be the nature of the place. Too many distractions.
Or ambient psychoactives.
Well, that would be exciting. Well, I guess I'll find out soon.
Well, feel free to write a report when you get back. I'd love to see
yeah,
it.
there we go. We'll see how sloppy it looks.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anybody else doing anything else?
No, I'm just going to hang out.
All right. Well, after a few hours, your second batch of potions is done.
Hooray! We all get potions.
So what, each of us takes 2 potion of resistance?
Mm-hmm. Two potions of poison resistance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you note it.
That's what I'm trying to do now.
A poison resistance. And if you use them, take them off your character sheet.
Yes.
How do we want to distribute the potions of the spider?
Randus, Aurum, Sparkle.
Yeah, people with the lowest hit points.
All
Good
right.
call.
And so what is this potion called?
Spider potion.
Spider potion.
I say, and both Randus and Sakar have powers what give resist to poison, don't they?
Yes.
Not specifically. Got a cloak of resistance, so I can get resist 10 for 1 turn to all damage. That's the only thing. I can use my crystalline breastplate.
The breastplate just lets you get resist whatever for the encounter, isn't it?
No, basically after extended rest, I choose and I get resist 10 to one thing and vulnerable 10 to another type.
Oh.
So I don't use it too much because it's just really expecting, if I know I'm going into shiny god goodness, give me that resist 10 radiance, but then I'm vulnerable to necrotic.
Oh, is it always a specific pair?
Yes.
So what's the opposite of poison?
It's not an option.
That is less useful than I wanted it to be.
Yep. It's cold and fire, lightning, thunder, necrotic, radiant.
Were you weren't resisting the poison at all then, were you?
No.
Okay.
I thought about making me the periapt of poison resistance. Especially since we don't necessarily need the enhancement bonus of the next slot item.
What else does your next slot item do for you?
It's a daily magic item that I can get resist 10 to all damage for 1 round. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
So I kind of did give him poison resistance.
That's true.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. I'd say we're fine for now.
Okay.
We can get moving. Like
Alright.
we're on some kind of timer,
If you die, we'll
for the end of the world.
fix you. That'll be fine.
Yes.
I should upgrade my next slot next time we have a chance.
Yeah.
We may not have a chance. The world may end. All right, let's roll.
All right. So what's happening now?
We're loading on a boat and we're heading to the Toad's Boardwalk.
Okay. The crew has the boat ready to go.
Let's go aboard and shove off.
All right. You guys leave the dock. Then you leave the little bay. Then you leave Rutile Island behind you as the captain engages the spatial super solenoid. 2 rings of energy appear before you. 1 green one and 1 pink one, I think. And you guys pass through them and find yourselves elsewhere in the astral sea.
Excellent. Well, I think that's a good place to stop this week. Thank you, everyone, for downloading and listening, checking us out. Patreon.com/Major Spoilers. Check out all the good stuff, including hearing next week's episode today. That's right, today. Plus a whole bunch of other cool things. T-shirts, character sheets, original art, postcards that can get mailed to you, membership cards. It's all over there. Patreon.com/Major Spoilers. Until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2018 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.